Hey, welcome back to the workshop. If you're new here, my name is Chris. I run a small 3D printing business in my basement. And today we're going to go through some updates on the business, how things have been, and then some projects I'm working on. Let's get going. And today's video is sponsored by me. The last update I've been kind of keeping in the background from you guys is a few weeks ago I was actually let go from my job. It was just normal corporate downsizing, but I've always been a big proponent of doing this type of work and starting a small business with the security of a more full-time job. So if anybody out there who's watching and knows my skill sets from watching my channel, has someone in their network that's looking for contract or full-time remote work, please let me know. I have my email in my channel bio. You can ask questions also in the comments down below. The other piece of this is I'm also doing design and manufacturing work. So I've already worked with a couple people who needed some custom designs and then doing small manufacturing runs for them. So if you are in need of that type of service, please let me know. Let's get back to the video. The first shop update is the new addition, the P1S combo. You may have seen this in my last video. I actually don't have the production needs for this yet, but it is allowing me to design some new products that I can't sell with the A1 minis, so that's pretty cool. And the enclosure, I love it being self-contained and being able to maintain temperature within there. The second update on the shop is sales. So I've only had actually 20 orders in the last 30 days, which is not on pace with my goals for this year. So I'm looking for a way to buckle down and increase that number even with all the uncertainty in the market right now. And the first step in that is actually getting an Amazon seller account set up. So I'm in the process of doing that, but from my understanding and communications with some other people in that process already is you've got to ship product into their distribution center and then they'll actually send it out. So that means you've got to have a lot of product on hand. So right now I am going through and printing out a whole bunch of product that you can see kind of down here. I'll get this all packaged up here in a minute and then continue printing more so I can be ready for once I'm verified.
For several of my products, I actually have a paper insert that you've probably seen in some of my other videos. It's been a while since I've actually printed any of these out, so what I'm doing here is going through and for 3 of my products that I'll be hopefully sending to Amazon for distribution is getting all of that set up so I can do the batch work later on today or tomorrow. One other reminder is on Wednesdays, I'm doing live streams now. So if you're interested in talking live with me, asking questions, I'll have a post on when that exactly will be. But this Wednesday and future Wednesdays, keep that posted on your calendar.
So after all that work, you can see I am fully stocked up here for now. These are going to go quick once I start packaging. I've got quite a few different products. These are the same one, different colors. And then I'm lining these up. So maybe later today, I'll be going through and actually putting all the components in here and shrink wrapping them. Again, doing all that in batch work definitely saves some time, which then saves money. So my last product design video, we did a little thing for some storage organization within the shop. I'm still working on that model to make it better and refine it, and I'll give you an update when that is live for everybody. The other piece is a product that I'm designing to solve a problem that I don't have end tables in my house. So I guess I technically have one, but when I have people over or I'm sitting on the couch, I don't really have a great spot to put a coffee mug. So I am designing a solution like this that you can put on the actual arm of the couch. I have rounded couch arms and you can put your coffee mug on it. And so far they've been working great. But one of the things that I've been trying to do is actually integrate some additional components into my products so that way it increases their value and I can charge more. I know I've said before that I've been trying to charge or make 10 bucks per product. That way it's worth my time. If I can push that up to 20, with a product that actually it makes plenty of sense for that or higher, that would be great. Now, this is one of those pieces, and what I've actually done is use magnets to actually attach these two, and then I have little rubber feet down there so that way it sticks nicely to the couch cushion or the arm. One other piece of this that I've tested is doing magnets in 2 ways. So in this one, you can see the magnets are actually physically on the outside. Just for everyone's reference, these are 10 millimeter by 2 millimeter neodymium magnets. And this bond is very, very strong. I can shake it. It's not going to fall off or anything. But with these, I actually recessed them 2 millimeters, or sorry, not 2 millimeters, 0.2 millimeters below the surface, or maybe it was 0.4. Either way, there's less than a millimeter of gap between the two, and these are substantially not even half as strong with the bond. So if you're designing with magnets, I would say it's definitely worth testing out doing embedded magnets. If you don't know how that's done, you actually print the part and then stop the print midway through. You can automate that in Bamboo Slicer or other slicers. But the other consideration when manufacturing is that actually creates some problems, because now I have to go to my printer and actually place a magnet in there during the middle of a print. So that's going to make more intervention time with the prints and potentially more higher failure rates. But it does look really nice. But after doing both tests, I'm actually going to stick with this one and use the exterior magnets for this product. Now, you may be asking why I have magnets on a coaster that sits on your cushion. And the reason why is I'm going to have different tops. So this can be a coaster in itself that goes on your table, but I'm going to be having some other pieces that can magnetically attach here for things like your phone or maybe a remote control holder or something like that. We'll have some fun ideas and people can get them in a pack. The other piece of this I'd like to showcase is the difference in why the PM1S is actually going to help me design some new products. Outside of just being able to design larger products because of the build plate, when it comes to products like the one we just discussed, putting them on the P1S versus the A1 Mini is a huge difference. So if I were to sell this product, this is 4 inches by 4 inches, this product would actually need to be 2 prints. You can see that there's just no way to fit this on here on a single print. And that requires a lot of extra time on the printer, a lot of extra interventions. That's 2 starts and 2 stops in comparison to 1 on the P1S. Not only can I fit an entire single one, but I actually can do 2 on a single P1S. So we're effectively going from 4 prints down to 1 print, which now we can see that this product becomes viable to sell online. This is not me telling you to go out and buy a P1S. But I will say, now that I am at this point in my business where I can afford it with the operations and money I've made, this is actually going to make my design process and getting products out to people a little bit more efficient and hopefully level up my business. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it. It actually means a lot. If you like what you saw here, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you have questions, put that down in the comments below. I've got a lot of work to do on the Amazon seller side and getting some new products out. I'll provide more details as I have them. If you're interested on the Amazon seller and need more info now for yourself, I'm going to put a link in the description to another YouTuber that I am in communication with. He's great, and he's been doing this for actually a little while now and has much better information and some videos on this specific topic. Just as a reminder, this coming Wednesday, I have a live stream, so make sure to tune in. I'll be putting in the community tab. I'll post when that live stream will actually start. And until then, have a good one.